Hello everybody, it's Brittany at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida, here with another home tour for you. Today we are going to see Breezy Bobcat. You can see she was born in 1996. She's a very elderly bobcat that lives here at Big Cat. There's a pretty picture of her there. We have a big project going on in another enclosure, so you are going to hear quite a bit of weed whacking and mowing and all kinds of noises, but that's how it goes here. Being in Florida, we are constantly fighting against nature. So what I will do, for anyone who's brand new to us, I'll try to give you as many details as possible, and anybody who is a regular, this will just give you a nice idea of the space that Breezy Bobcat has. So we'll start right here. This is one of her several feeding lockouts. So it is a box that is extended off the side of the main enclosure. This is just the space where they come in and they know they can get food and fresh water every single day. We have chicken wire around the feeding lockout to help combat any vultures or large birds that are going to try to steal food. We have a raised elevated water bowl with a pile of rocks below it, and that's because we sanitize and clean the plates and the bowls every single day. And in order to keep the earth from washing away underneath it and keeping a bunch of stagnant water on the ground, we fill that in with the rocks. And it's elevated because cats like to pee in their water, and we want them to have fresh water for as long as possible. So you'll also notice she has another raised water bowl exactly the same way over here. It's just off the side of the enclosure, and that's so that the cleaners are able to lift the tile off the top, scrub that, and then we scrub the bowl, and then we add new water to it. It takes place every single day. This here is a safety entrance, so if we ever had to go inside of the enclosure, that's the only way we're ever going to go in. We'll shift the cat away. We will put a metal pole in the door so that they could never lift the door. And then we could enter this. It's a two-door system, so there's a lock here, there's a lock there, so if we needed to access this side, that's the door we would use. If we need to access the other side, there's another lock there. So we simply go into the safety entrance, close and lock the door behind us, and then go into the other secondary door. All of the enclosures are created in a way where we can open and close these guillotine doors to either give them more space or less space, depending on what we need to do. Lots of natural foliage and plants, ferns and palm trees and oak trees, all kinds of stuff in there. And there's the Miss Breezy now. So she is in one of her concrete dens. Hi, lady. Did you get a spice bag? So she got some enrichment earlier. Was you playing? Yeah, it's a very hot day too, so she's in a nice cool den. You want to come say hi to everybody? Say welcome to my home. Welcome to my home. Yeah. Hi, lady. Are you purring? What a good girl. So you can see she's got a toy behind her there. Just coming out to say hi to everyone. Say thank you, supporters. You're why we have it so good here. Yeah, so she was just playing with the spice bag. So we will see if she'll follow us, but we're gonna walk this as if we were the cleaners. We clean the enclosures from the outside, so you can see there's like a dividing wall. She can go through that guillotine door I showed you and access this back area here. So she has yet another den here that she could go inside, and we frequently change out the beddings. So sometimes we'll put sand or dirt or straw. Then she has this little tunnel here, so this leads her into yet another section. She also has another water bowl here. Over here she has a coolaroo, another little toy to play with. And then she's got some lower platforms and then another like igloo style den over there. We'll see that from another angle. So there's another guillotine door just over there, and it gives her access to this whole section here. Now, because of her older age, these are the types of things that we have to change around as the cats age. She used to have access to this entire multi-level platform, but because of some previous health issues that she's had and just being a little unsteady from her age, we did have to remove the ramp up there, and we know she can't jump up there. But she has this really cool log. This is one of her favorite areas to hang out first thing in the morning. So we're gonna go back through this section here. So there are hoses sporadically placed so that they can reach every single water bowl. So it looks like they've placed this water bowl. This is her actual feeding lockout. So this is where she comes every single morning for food. So they did place that one on the ground for her. Another angle here, just showing you this wide open bubble. Most of the bubbles here, all of the enclosures are created in a bubble system connected by those tunnels and doors. Most of the sections are about 1,200 to 1,800 square feet each or larger. Kind of depends on the species. And again, the age of the cat. We take all of that into consideration. Also their activity level. Older cats are way less active. But again, she has yet another den. And all this space here. Now there is another safety entrance here, and it is actually split between two different cats. So this side is Perfection, our ocelot. I'll show you guys her home tour on another tour. And then this side is obviously Breezy. So this is where that igloo den and those lower platforms are. I will show you guys Perfection's home and a later home tour. So we are just gonna scooch around her very quickly so that I can get to the other side where Breezy's enclosure continues. Of course, there's the ocelot right there. Another very elderly cat, so I want to let her just keep resting. We will do her home tour though. All right, so now we are right back to Breezy's enclosure. So right back to the section that has the igloo den, the platforms, and her coolaroo. This is what used to be the kitten cabana and a restroom. We are just now on the other side of that little lower tunnel here. So again, if we ever need to shift the cat around and have them in a certain section so we can go in and rake and put down grass seed and weed eat, or just kind of trim up some of the natural foliage, because again, in Florida, this stuff just grows like crazy. We have to keep a clear path so that cleaners can walk around the enclosure and check the integrity of the enclosure every single day. So we just snake around. Any of the areas where we would have to walk very closely to the side of the enclosure, we have extra small wire, some mesh on the side of that. So this is all still Breezy. This is kind of where we started, where you saw her sign. One of her favorite places to hang out is up here in the ferns as well. I think there's a nice shady breeze up here. She's usually in this spot in the mornings. And so we are just gonna keep walking along. Another cute photo. And now we are right back up here at the first lockout. Hi Breezy, you wanna come say hi again? All right, well, thank you guys so very much for watching these home tours. If you have any other questions, you can go to bigcatrescue.org/cages. Miss Breeze, say thanks for coming to my home tour.